Hey guys, and welcome back to this week's episode of Tink Tink. So before I get started on this video, I do just want to say thank you so much for letting me hit 100 subscribers. Although that does not sound like much, it is a big deal for me because I was actually able to change my, what's that called, Earl ID from to Tink Tink. So for this week's video, I will be showing you how I put together and build my own lemonade machine. So without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy this video. First things first, we need to make the outer structure of the lemonade maker. I was able to find some scrap wood from our family's RV renovation. I did have to sand it a bit and remove the leftover staples, but aside from that, it suited this project perfectly. I immediately got started on measuring out the panels and cutting them using a jigsaw. I found some more scrap wood pieces and then cut them diagonally so that I could use them as support. All was good until this happened. I made two of the left-hand side panel, which I didn't notice until now. Luckily, I caught that mistake before I actually started gluing. So using the left side panel, I created a mirrored right side. Then I actually started gluing. After all that, this is how it turned out. Next, it was time to drill the dispenser and buttonholes. It probably would have made more sense to drill the holes prior to gluing, but I was already in too deep, so I just committed. Once the holes were ready, I got to work on the electrical. In my 4 years of engineering school, I never bothered to invest in a soldering kit, and what ended up convincing me to buy one? A lemonade maker project. Okay, so I'm making little holes at the top, and the purpose of this is so that I can slip one of the Microswitches. Woo, like so. So far, so good. After testing out the size of the 3 beautiful holes, I placed the Microswitches into its designated locations and taped it into place. Here are the schematics for the water pump and motor. Initially, I had intended for the entire system to be powered by one source, but unfortunately, this happened. So due to some technical difficulties, I had to stop working for the day and pick up in the morning. In order to hide my oh-so-perfect sawing techniques, I decided to cover the edges with black construction paper. I glued it down using some tacky glue. It actually turned out pretty nice in the end. Alright, so now that the edges are aligned, we're going to add some little labels. This particular button is going to be for dispensing out water. This is going to be for lemon juice. I'm going to add a little section here for sugar. And then this area here is going to be the button to blend the entire mixture together. So let's go ahead and put that together. Alright, so this is the new switches that came into the mail today. So we have a bunch of different colors to choose from, and I think I'm gonna go with the green button. So remember how my motor sparked earlier in this video? Yeah, it turns out I tried to power a 2-volt DC motor with a 120-volt AC power supply, which, yes, is very dumb, I know. But luckily I had a spare 12-volt DC power supply that I thought would do the trick. Oh. So finally, I found a battery pack from my old Arduino bot, and lo and behold, it worked. Alright guys, so today we're gonna work on the final aspect of the lemonade machine, which is the sugar box. So I found this egg container, and I was thinking that I can use it as the base and the little tray thing for the sugar. I cut the egg carton and shaped it into place and ended up with something like this. My inspiration behind this design is my rice dispenser that uses a pretty simple yet ingenious design. Using an oscillating saw, I cut a thin slot out for the tray. Alright, so we cut this little slot. It's not perfect, but I think it should fit. Aha! Now it's time to add the final elements. I'm going to use these cardboard pieces to cover up the ugly holes and imitate the shape of a button. I'm also painting it black to match the trim. Next, I'm printing out the labels for the machine. I glued it on, and it turned out pretty okay. Of course, it's not complete without its name. Once I connected the tube, duct taped, yes, duct taped, a whisk onto a motor, cut and squeezed some fresh lemons, and added the sugar into the machine. It was ready for testing. Okay, this is the first attempt. Oh no! So the blender fell, so this is part 2. You can work, come on! This is really dumb, by the way, like. So yeah, that's the end of the video. I definitely learned and ran into a lot more issues than I was expecting to, but that is the beauty of this whole project and process, right? Anyway, if you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button. If you want to see more content like this in the future, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.